Yo, I hope you're doing just as good as I'm doing today. Kind of a lackluster day. No, honestly, I gotta take that back. Sometimes when you have a bad gym session, you gotta kind of sit there and remind yourself of how much of a bad day you really had. And I honestly had a great day. And then just a little shitty of a gym session. But to be fair, I I spent the day waking up a little too early with not enough sleep, eating some cereal that's a little too unhealthy, not eating enough throughout the afternoon, going to eat pizza with my friends because it's pie day and some place had a deal. Didn't go to the gym till 8:30 and whatever, excuse after excuse. It's to the bottom barrel of it. I just wasn't strong enough today. But either way, physically, physically, I could give it a good 8.2. It was a pretty solid day. I have not block snatched in probably 8 to 10 months. Just because I wanted to get away from accessories for a while, but now that doing full lifts every single fucking day is getting to be too much. I gotta dial it back a bit on my squat and bench days and do those accessory works, and I really like it, and it really shows how much better my form has progressed over time. But god damn it, when the weight gets heavy on a block snatch or a block clean, it is so hard not to over exaggerate the third pull and jump, not even jumping backwards. I would land really well, but then the momentum would keep going behind me. So I need to try to work on at least, because on the last attempt you'll see it was the closest. I just ran out of strength to hold it. I think if I had that kind of form on my first attempt, it would have been good. But I need to get a little bit more patient when I catch my snatches, because I was so worried about getting underneath it as fast as I could that I wasn't thinking about really sticking it and holding it through at the bottom, because you don't need to come up right away on the overhead squat part of a snatch. You should be kind of like a clean. If you can get underneath it, your front squat should be heavier. So although catching it from a clean position is way harder, you should be able to stand back up with it even if you sit at the bottom for a second. So I was just trying to come up too quick, and the momentum was taking it away, and my shoulders just did not have it in it. But put in a really good effort for not doing these for months and months and months, and I really had no idea how the form was going to go today. The fact that I even got to 245 for attempts, I think is really impressive. So hopefully after doing a full cycle of this next month, I'll be able to really dial it in and get to feel out what's going to make my body feel best. Other than that, as you could probably guess, putting that many attempts and that much strength into my block snatches, by the time I got over to my back squats, not only physically but mentally, I was pretty fucking down. Not even in a sad way. It's just a matter of I was just burnt out. It's 11 p.m. I failed this is actually the first weight I've failed on my peak week, which is kind of sad, but I said it at the beginning, I'm feeling out the weights right now. So it's got to be okay to fail sometimes. It's inevitable. It's going to be how it is, and I can't expect to have perfect lifts every time. It's just not realistic. Very few people have that ability to just always hit it no matter what. I mean, fucking people like Lasha, I feel, are like that, if you know him in the Olympic weightlifting world, but even he misses sometimes. So whatever. Mentally, I'll set it at a solid, I'm going to give it a very firm 7.4, because I kind of got to the gym already out of it, and when you don't have that much energy in you, I don't know who else can relate to this, but when you're just sitting there being damn, I already know I'm going to reap the repercussions that I fucked up for myself, because I put myself in that position. I could have eaten better, I could have meal prepped better, gotten to the gym earlier, that kind of stuff. But looking at it from a broader spectacle, I don't regret, you know, even though I didn't hit what I wanted to hit, I had a fun day with all my homies, you know. I got to, we literally sat in line for 2 hours just fucking around, having fun, drinking milkshakes, because on fucking Pi Day 3.14, the pizzas are literally $3.14. So like, it's just something we do every year. And I was like, you know what? I can sacrifice a little bit of energy in the gym to go have this really genuine moment with my good friends. Because I get it. If you're disciplined and committed to a super high degree, you don't want to waste time or waste energy or effort that you could have had in the gym. But it gets to a point. You know, I understand that there's a lot of people who are like, if you want to be the best, you got to be willing to just like stop being social, stop going out, stop worrying about anything else, just dedicating your life to it. I get that. And that's not a bad thing if you genuinely love doing that. But you got to make sure that your social needs are met to whatever standard that you need. Like those kinds of people that can just do it every day and not need that social battery recharged or be okay with it not being charged at all. That's just their standard, you know, and it's okay that other people feel differently about it. I'm a kind of guy that I need to see some homies like frequently. I love being with the homies. It's like, it's one of my favorite things, honestly. But beyond that, to the bare bones of it, like I could give all these excuses on why I failed or what went wrong or I didn't have enough energy, whatever, the time I got into the gym. But if I'm really looking at it, it's just a matter of, this is the program that I set up. This is what I planned to be done. You know, I didn't get into this expecting failure. I just hoped for the best. But I am also content and okay if failure occurs, as long as I know I put in my best effort. And knowing that, I need to remind myself that it's okay that I'm just not strong enough right now. Like if I was genuinely strong enough in this moment to lift what I needed to lift today, then the extra excuses on top of it probably wouldn't have really mattered. You know, I have such a good mentality built up through my discipline and commitment to the sport and how much passion and positivity it brings to my personal life, that like I can hype myself up. And trust me, I was hyping myself up for that last squat. Like I got up to 445 today, and it's not the 455 that I wanted, but I grinded it out. I had good form. I got to stick it through. I didn't injure myself. Don't rag on my homie. He was just recording my lift that he wanted to, and I told him it was chill. So I don't give a shit that people stand in the way. But you can still see most of me squatting. But I had to kind of look at it, and I was just like, am I really going to beat myself up over these numbers that I constantly say don't, like, they matter in the sense of having goals, but in the moment when you fail, after that, like, momentary time where you get all emotional and irrational right in the moment because you just failed and you're like, oh, god damn it, like, I really wanted that. I really felt that way on my block snatches. But I took a walk, I took a minute, and I really thought about it, and I was like, is it really that bad of a thing that I failed? You know, like I got to put in 3 solid attempts, and I normally don't have enough energy to do that many attempts at that heavy a weight. And the form was really good up until those couple fails. But again, it wasn't even that bad. I just didn't have the balance down. And after not block snatching for almost 8-10 months, makes sense that the form wouldn't be fully dialed in. And if you go back way back when to go see those old block snatches, they were shit. They were not good, especially compared to now. So I gotta, I say this all the time, but you can bring up as many positives as there are negatives, because it's all mental. You know, it's whatever lessons you want to take away from it is up to you, you know? So I could sit here all day and blame myself and get pissy and get upset that I fucked up the weights that I really wanted to hit and I programmed to hit. But this is the whole reason why I want to start giving in the best effort I have every day. Because it doesn't matter in the end if I fail. It's just what matters what I take away from this. And I got time. I'm going to stay committed. I'm not stopping. I'm not any weaker. I'm still going to get stronger. Even if it's slowly, one step at a time. but I will get to the next point of progression no matter what. And that does not just mean putting a big weight on the bar. It's about honing in what you love about what you're doing and appreciating the passion that carries you along with it. So I'm going to do my absolute fucking hardest next cycle to get everything really honed in. I might do a mini deload after this peak week. I'm honestly not sure. I normally kind of treat my lightest weeks as deload weeks, but now that I'm feeling out the weight every day and like putting in the effort that I have every day, it might not be a good idea to just jump straight into the new program without doing a little mini deload. Like even if it's just like 3 days of deloading and then getting back on it, something like that. I can just do my my snatches, my clean and jerks, my benches, my squats every day for 3 days. Just work up to like a super light single, like literally something like 185, max 205, probably even not 205, because a deload's not supposed to be heavy at all. So I don't want to struggle one bit. So I'll just do like a perfect rep at 185, perfect rep at, say like 225 on clean and jerk, maybe 245. Some light reps at like 315 on squat, maybe some light reps at 225 on bench, just feeling it out, doing some pause reps, doing some normal reps, just going to the gym without a plan and just kind of allowing my body to get the rest it really needs. Because I don't want to jump into this new program with the fatigue I've built up over this peak week just to make the same mistakes again. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, you got to learn from these failures rather than just sitting there and getting all pissy and upset about it. So I'm going to take as much as I can away from this, adapt, get better, do better, and more importantly, just maintain and at the bare minimum maintain and grow that passion and that consistency and that discipline as much as I can. Because I'm moving up one step every fucking day, even if you can't see it. Because I'll tell you what, I can't see it. Nobody can see their own fucking progress until a lot of time has passed. So in the moment, in that one workout on that one day where you feel like dog shit, embrace it. Make it what makes you better. Because that is what will push you to the next level. Using that absolute failure to be the next biggest jump forward that you can take. Because I'm telling you, every time someone hits rock bottom, you got two choices. This is not me trying to be morbid, but it is, as long as you keep yourself around a support system, you'll be fine. But you either sit there and you just give up, you just stop having passions in life and just, whatever, I'm just going to go live under a bridge and not give a shit about my life anymore. Or you just get up and try again. That is literally it. It is not that complex. And so if you don't want to live under a bridge and just waste away your life, then yeah, you're going to get up and try again. So just do your best. It doesn't have to be all physical. It can be just mental. You just got to focus on the things that will drive that passion twice as hard and give yourself the wiggle room to make that progression without injuring yourself and just keeping your body in the best shape you can as well as your mind. So much of this is the mentality. People are not consistent in these sports and in these hobbies of theirs because it just of the physical material feeling they get from it. It is so much mental that will drive you so far of the way. And it's just about, like, if you can get yourself in that car and make that, 10 minute drive to the gym and just get in there. Getting there is the hardest fucking part when you're starting out. Just getting in the car and going. But if you can get yourself in that fucking car and go to the goddamn gym, you can make progress. I don't care if you feel like you didn't do shit today. If you made it to the gym, you're doing more than most people. So give yourself at least an ounce of credit and move on to the next step and try your hardest. So take it with a grain of salt. That's just me. I know I'm getting a little aggressive with that, but I don't mean to be aggressive to say what you should or should not do. I care a lot. And, talking in this manner, like hyping myself up, being able to change your mentality on a dime, being able to control how mentally sound you can be and how committed and passionate and disciplined you can be is one of the greatest superpowers people can have in anything that they do in life. You will go so far if you can just turn on that switch, remind yourself of why you're doing this, why it's so important, why you really need to keep pushing and getting there, and God damn it, you will make progress. So exactly like what I'm saying, tomorrow you'll see me hit you'll see me hit power clean and jerks and bench press. So, join me tomorrow. I guarantee you, after the workout I had today, I will be crushing that shit tomorrow. I will be bombing that shit. Going hard as fuck. Just giving it my absolute fucking best every single goddamn day. 'Cause that is what I care about. That's what I love. And it's what drives me. So, do what you will with the information, whatever. Let me know how your life's been going and how life's been going. I genuinely love hearing about it. I wish I had like a giant comment section of just people telling me how their day was. I fucking love hearing about it. But either way, you will see me. I will never fucking quit. I'm going to keep this shit going and making one step at a time. So I appreciate you sticking around, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.